So, understanding price structures and preparing trades for the next high probability move, right? That's what I want to talk about is setting up not just for a higher leg up in Bitcoin soon enough, but understanding the price structure and knowing when it can potentially happen, how much lower we can go, if there's enough strength right now in the short term. So we're gonna talk about that, and I'm not just gonna do a regular chart planning because I'm gonna talk about Mara as well and all that. But I want to look at a few extra things. So I'm actually going to do another one of them thinking out loud videos where I just kind of do my thing, think out loud, like if I'm not recording. And I'm gonna go ahead actually cut the video so I can go and resize this so we can actually look at the screen a little bit more. Okay, so this is a little bit better because I'm gonna also go to like other sites and look at like the heat map, a few extra information, and like the U.S. economic calendar. But also, since we're gonna have a chill video today, just a thinking out loud video, I prepared a little bit of this pineapple. It's a little strong. It's the pineapple lavender with some of that VOK 40% stuff. Uh, it's a little strong, but we're gonna get through it, right? So, looking at Bitcoin, right? Like the current short-term structure, and I actually want to talk about a little bit some stuff I really don't talk about. I want to make like dedicated videos about it. But yesterday, we were having a pretty good conversation on the Discord, and today as well. So there's a lot of changes I want to make. To YouTube and Discord, and I've talked about it before, but I really want to. I'm gonna talk about this more towards the end of the video, so we can actually jump into what matters right now. Um, but it's all good changes though. But yeah, let's see what's up, right? Like I'm just gonna do my thing, like if I'm just doing my regular nightly research and just looking at some stuff. So we still have a little bit of short term support right here, not super strong, but just I'm just looking at the Binance BTC USDT, but it does show potential short term support. I think if I yeah, because I think it really matters. Well, it doesn't matter too much because like a lot of this short term how do you say short term price action has a lot of noise within it. So like um having these fib structures in the real short term don't really mean too much. And I think a good way of explaining this is sort of like if you guys think back to, I mean, I wasn't alive, and a lot of you probably weren't. If you were, you probably weren't paying attention to it. But just a guess, right? But back when like there wasn't online trading and we didn't have people just didn't have access to these charts, and like if you go to like an exchange or like a place where you can actually look at stock prices and like buy personally, everyone was just like on the phone. They were like getting the tape with all the numbers, and like we'll get quotes updated not as frequently as we get now. So then people that were actually trading, they got like good at trading, weren't seeing second to second price action. So if like that's why when I first started trading, I would always be like on the 1 minute, 5 minute chart, and now sometimes I'll do the 15 minute on my own time. But like looking at the 1 hour charts and understanding the bigger picture, um, really gives me a better idea of what's going on. And that's why I never really look at like the real short term stuff and never stress over like short term noise, because I like to sometimes think of, well, back when all these people were trading, they were actually like getting good at it, and trading was hard, and most people couldn't get it right. It's like, I'm thinking back to that, and it's like if they can do it without getting like second to second update, well, what's stopping me from looking at the bigger picture and having that same mindset? And it just makes the chart look a lot more clear and a lot easier to understand. But like looking at the bigger picture, like just this alone, we know that we had a decent correction. Like this correction was quite deep. Everyone was freaking out when we got to the bottom, but I wasn't, and a lot of you weren't if you were checking out these videos, because like when we were back here and everyone's freaking out because we were low. Well, during this time, we were keeping track of a deep value accumulation area, short term deep value. So I'm like, hey, this is coming down. It's even hit, getting close to the point 0.5 retracement. So like, man, we're still in this bull market. Like everyone's freaking out, thinking it's over because we made like a bigger picture lower low from here. Uh, and like, okay, the bull market's over, everything's done. Like everyone starts selling out, and then I mean, we had the same thing back here as well. But then it recovers because like we never had a reason to think that the bear market was actually over, like an official reason. Like we didn't break bigger picture support. I mean, at the time it was 92K during this dip. We never broke that. There's still expectations for a rate cut. Like there's a lot of optimism in the background. So it's like, and then I didn't really highlight it too much, but there was some imbalances here that were never filled. This one was filled like quite shortly after it was created. Excuse me. Um, and we used that as a little bit of confirmation that this green area was gonna fill. And oh yeah, and of course it's all just my opinion. Everything I say is my opinion. And remember, guys, I just like to share what I'm doing with you guys. So please do your own due diligence. But yeah, a lot of imbalances here, and they were quite strong, and it got filled very well. And then from there we went up higher. So then it's like we're kind of seeing the same thing now, right? We're seeing like this imbalance all the way back here that was never filled. We also had a previous accumulation area that was never filled much. Like the point 0.5, we didn't even get close to the point 0.5, but we were still within accumulation, and that's why we still took advantage of higher prices, right? Because it made sense. And now it's the same thing, but now this dip that we've had, like everyone's freaking out because like we had this massive pump, optimism's great, and then we break it and we go down lower. But like, hey, we never filled this point 0.5 in the past. I remember when this happened and we recovered out of it. I said, it's really unfortunate that we couldn't see this area fill. Um, so hey, maybe we can, meet it in the future. And of course, you also have that value gap. And the last two right here were filled. It got filled here before a nice corrective rally. It got filled right here at this level before a nice rally, new all-time high. And now the third one, which is the last like significant one, at least on the hourly candles. Well, now we got filled and we're like rallying up from it. And as of right now, at least in the short term, I'm gonna clean this up a little bit because I actually forgot to show. Yeah, I closed out that short. Here it is. We made a little bit over like 3% on the short. The whole idea was just to hedge, soften up that IBIT position as it dips down a bit. So I captured the entire move. Like I bought it. I explained it. I explained why I bought it, but it was a perfect time. Came down as we started going up. We were holding the discounted portion of this retracement resistance area quite well. We weren't seeing too much weakness, so I actually ended up selling it, locking in that profit just to, the hedge did its thing. It worked out perfectly. And now I'm still holding onto the 60K invested onto IBIT, and I plan to add more. And here's the thing though. I'm gonna talk about like market psychology in a moment, but like here's the thing. Like until we have a decent bullish confirmation, I'm not talking about like short-term confirmation. Like the price went up, hold a higher low, and it broke the swing high, the smaller picture swing high here, and it went up. It went up higher. Like that small picture noise, I don't care. Like I'm more focused, and I need to update this actually. I'm more focused on this area. It got filled already. That's why we saw some resistance. We came down, but like the thing is that we can keep using it because we're still in a correction, and that was just at the time. But now we're below it again. It did its thing perfectly. But now what we're looking at is short-term small picture. We have a little bit of an uptrend forming. We have short-term resistance doing this thing right here. It didn't max out the RSI. It didn't hit the 120 moving average. So we can still see this area fill a bit more. But even if we fill this area more, like I'm not looking to start adding to BitU to back up that IBIT position. I want to add another like 10 to 30K to this overall swing trade. Right now it's just 60K invested, but another like 10 to 30 or something like that, or maybe more. I don't know, because we're holding short-term support. If we can go up higher, actually break this area and reach the blue one more time, then I'm looking at a retracement that I'll draw. It'll be from the swing low to however the swing high is, and then at that point, I'm looking to see if the support will hold and actually break up into this area more, enough bullish momentum to start filling these value gaps, and then from there, it opens up the pathway to potentially hit that 120K next leg up area. And the thing is too is like a lot of like there's two kinds of there's two ways to become a successful trader. It's like mastering patience. Like if you guys look at like really good traders, like historically good traders, or like books about them and all that, they all say the same thing. It's like you're not forced to take a trade. The best trade a successful trader can make is not taking a trade at all, because if the setup isn't perfect, if you do see it's coming down in some bullish momentum, but you still see that there are support areas that were not filled just yet, and we're still in a downtrend, then like assuming the price is going to jump up now like crazy, it's nonsense, because yeah, it could absolutely do that, but there's no indication as of right now. We still have a downtrend, and then, well, on top of that, we still have some more room for support to be filled, right? And then that's it. It's as simple as that. But we can still look for an uptrend confirmation. And again, it's exactly what I explained a moment ago. So as of right now, and then the second successful trader is completely like looking at the chart for what it is, not letting emotion, hope, or FOMO or fear lead you into making any decisions. It's just, it like there's so many books that say that, and I mean, there's even like summaries of the books online for anyone that like cares. But the thing is, it all makes sense too, right? So it's like if you let emotions get to you, then it's like, oh my god, the price is going up. Oh, okay, cool. No, but like that's why, like, okay, cool. Let's go and start buying like crazy. But like, no, we have short term resist. We have all these levels that give us an understanding of investor sentiment. And then when you zoom out in the bigger picture, it's like, oh, okay, cool. Well, we filled this area quite well. We still have a little bit of more room. I mean, we filled it enough so we can easily bounce from here. But okay, instead of assuming that we can bounce, is there a way to confirm like that the price will go up higher? It's like, yeah, is there enough momentum for the price to go up into a short-term resistance, come down, hold support, and break, and then when it goes up, break the swing high? Like, yeah, that's what we're looking for. It's that. And then it's like, and then if you think about it, it's like maybe that's why like well over 90% of traders fail, and it's not because they quit too early, or they don't like note down the mistakes they make, but they instead let emotions get to them, and they can't grow past their emotions in the markets, right? It's very different from like other kinds of emotions that the human experiences, but like in the markets, it's a whole different thing, right? So it's like instead of trying to like fight the market, like let it hint which direction it's going. As of right now, yeah, we're in overall support. We can easily jump from here. Like, I mean, that's why I'm accumulating IBIT. I'm accumulating it because we are in support, but I will not be aggressive with it and start adding BitU on the side, leveraged ETF, until we have bullish confirmation. It's as simple as that, right? It's like it's cool. And then I start to think to myself, I'm like, okay, well, maybe that's why I like the market so much, because it's a way, like what you really learn in the market isn't just understanding charts or like what specific assets and categories you're interested in, but you really learn a lot about yourself. I'm gonna jump into Mara for a moment, but I'm gonna keep accumulating IBIT. I will continue to add to IBIT as we mess around in support, right? Because I'm accumulating, and then the BitU boost for the IBIT will be when, once we have bullish confirmation. Because like I'm not trying to add aggressively with a leverage position when we're still downtrending. I want to add to it when the price is strong and it starts breaking resistances and holding higher lows and higher highs. It's as simple as that, right? Because then, like, we're in a really good accumulation area. When we start going up higher, then it's like, well, I know where I'm looking to start selling like the majority of the trade, and well, that's what I'm looking for. It's as simple as that. So like, there's no reason to be aggressive now. Instead, I'm accumulating on the side, and then the aggressive position I will start to open that once we have strength presenting itself. As of right now, we're just holding support, and then like same thing on Mara too. It's like I'm not trying to be like hopeful or like or anything like that, right? So like, okay, so what I was trying to say, and I've said this in so many videos, it's like, okay, well, a hopeful trader will simply look at the chart, rather they're bearish or long. They'll look at the chart and they're like, okay, we came down. Oh, okay, we're not breaking up now, so I'm gonna start shorting like crazy. Well, if they short, well, I mean, it's just trending sideways. And then if you're long, it's like, okay, well, it's not really going down, it's holding sideways. I'm just gonna start buying longs like crazy. Well, it's still going sideways. So like, if for example right now, and I've said this in so many videos too, it's like I'm looking for higher prices because we're still within this uptrend. When will I stop looking for higher prices? Okay, well, when the uptrend is invalidated. Well, what's going to make the uptrend be invalidated? Well, okay, well, if we're uptrending and we have a really important support right here, so this swing low was lower than this previous one before the price went up higher, right? So this is a very important area to keep an eye on, at least in my opinion. If we break below this, and the overall momentum will be ruined. At least that's how I'm looking at it. Okay, so if we break below this, then I'm not looking for higher prices anymore. But until we break below this, and I mean, that's where my SLs will be like, okay, well, if I'm looking for higher prices, well, what do I need to look for to make sure it's going to start going up instead of me buying aggressively and then just letting it sit there and not do anything for like however long? All right, well, in order for it to go up, we need to have a sustained break of structure upwards that actually holds these resistances quite well and actually builds momentum off of them. So what does that mean? It's like, okay, well, we go up into short-term resistance, right? So the price goes up, it goes up into this area. Then we got to have a corrective move down that holds support, and then if it breaks over the swing high, then we go up higher. Well, support is going to be simple. We just, from the low, we keep following with a simple retracement. As long as we're holding the retracement, then that's cool. But it doesn't mean like we go into the retracement and come out of it. No, that's not at all what I'm looking for. What I'm looking for is for the price to hold, not break below the support retracement. And then confirmation will be the moment we break over the swing high and actually close some hourly candles above it. That's what I'm looking for. And then, and then in that case, we'll know that resistance is not strong enough to actually keep holding. And then we're looking for higher prices. And then at that point, I'm not trying to capture this. I'm trying to capture this. Like after bullish confirmation, like I'm not trying to be perfect. Like there's absolutely no need to try to capture an entire move and like be perfect. It's like once we go up, resistance kind of does this thing. We come down, but hold a higher low within retracement, and we break the swing high within resistance and go up. Then now, like let's just say the swing high for that resistance will be at 18. Okay, well the moment we break over 18 and we actually see the RSI volume and the candles, at least like on the hourly, show that there are enough momentum, then cool, I'm looking to accumulate. The moment, if the price weakens and the moment we come down to wherever support was at, like as an estimate, let's just say support was at 1720. The moment we break 1720, I'm done. I'm out SLs and I'm out, right? Because at that point, we're just looking to come back down into this area, trade within it once more, or even break below a little bit more. It's as simple as that. Like there's just no reason to fight it. If you're too hopeful, then it's like, oh, okay, well, it comes down. Oh, it came below the support area. Like, no, get out of the trade, wait for a new setup, and that's it. It's as simple as that. To conserve your capital. And then, well, in order for, so that means like the moment we break the swing high at 18, then that position with the SL, it's like if it keeps going higher, then I'm not trying to capture this entire like 40% move, for example. Like, no, like this is resistance. The price can easily reverse out of this even the second it breaks into it. So what am I looking at? This is a very volatile stock. So I'm not trying to be greedy and max out this blue area, even though we did it here. We came up from the support accumulation and we came up into here. I'm not like, okay, that's awesome, but it doesn't have to happen again. So after, let's say we break the swing high at 18, the imaginary one we're creating, then I'm looking to start accumulating. It's like, okay, well, let's just say I'm trying to sell at 20, right? I'm just getting the 11. I'm not trying to get 40%. I'm looking for that 11% move as an estimate, right? And that's it. TP, we're done. If it's too weak or this value gap just for some reason is holding too strong for resistance, and we come down, the SO's triggered, cool, we're out, conserved capital, and we're being patient and waiting for the next trade. There's no reason to jump into a trade right there. It's like just sit back, watch the charts, wait for the good setup to happen again for it to make sense after having that rejection, and then from there, I mean, you can also look at other stocks and all that. Like, there's no reason to only focus on one specific ticker, um, and force trades back to back. It's like, no, it's like it's all about being patient, understanding that you're not trying to capture the whole move. In my opinion, you're trying to capture from the moment we have confirmation to the moment it makes sense to sell. It's as simple as that. But until we have that, like, instead of buying now and then just waiting forever to see if it goes higher, we're taking advantage of short term price action. So like right now in Mara stock, it's like um I said this so many times already. Like in 2024, we had a very similar setup where the price comes down into a support area, and I've been documenting that for months. I think it lasted over 3 months. I don't remember exactly, but like it lasted for a while. And during that time, we were in this sideways channel. This one actually looks a little bit better because I drew it better. The other one was like wasn't as appealing. Excuse me, when looking at it. But this one is simple. Coincidentally, the 0.5 is actually the middle of this sideways consolidation at $15.68. There's simple resistances and there's simple support. And for a while now, since we've been back here, I kept saying like, well, until if we continue to go sideways, it's simple. Until we have a break of structure sustainably to the other side, where resistances start acting as support and support start acting as resistances, whichever way we break out of. Until that happens, like there's absolutely, at least in my opinion, nothing wrong with trading these up and downs. Like the spread in these are pretty good. Even with the short term premium on like option contracts, like it's still pretty good. So like there's been constant simple trades here. Buying below the 0.5, or ideally if the price hits support, which it did, and then start considering to sell after breaking over the 0.5 and reaching resistance. But for sure, resistance, you got to be out of it. If you were following that, like congrats, because you had a really good entry. Simple sell, like not being greedy. Like the moment it hits the resistance, you're out. You can start locking in as we go up, but you got to be out. And then perfect. And then same thing, accumulating shorts. Like we're above the 0.5, we hit that resistance, accumulating shorts. You can start locking in profit the moment we break over the red 0.5 line, and then you gotta be out. The moment we break support, like it can reverse super quickly. You gotta be out. It's the same thing. And then when this happened, if you guys go back to this video, I think 20th of August, it's like, oh well, look at that. It's holding quite well. It broke above back, and like it wasn't below support for long. We can easily continue to see this trend happen, and then it happened, and you're out. Look at that. If you were hopeful, back down. And look at that. If you back down and you were paying attention to and you weren't being greedy, a little bit of price action, it hit the TP. It hit the TP for those shorts, and we're done. It's as simple as that. And I'm going to continue to believe that. So as of right now, we're in the waiting portion, right? We're being patient. We're not forcing. Yes, we came from support. We're over the 0.5. So now we're paying attention to it. We're just paying attention to it. Simple. We're paying the price. We're watching it to see if it's going to go higher, to hit the TP and start opening up shorts. If it doesn't, and it actually shows, if it doesn't have to. Repeat, it can easily come down back to this line, even break below it. But it's simple. Since we don't have a reason to buy shorts just yet, because we haven't hit that resistance line where the longs will be exhausted, at least currently, until a sustained break of structure is proven, then cool. Like if it comes back down, then that's another opportunity. If it hits this line, breaks it, whatever. I believe it will be a great idea, just me personally, to buy longs, and I never show all my trade. Like I trade so much crap. But I only talk about Bitcoin. It's amazing. I'm fascinated by the tech, but like I'm always dabbing into like forex and the futures market and some other stocks, but like there's just something about Bitcoin mining. There's something about Bitcoin. It's just maybe because it's like between stocks and like in currency, so it's like that. I don't know. It's just it's fascinating. I can like look at this chart, the Bitcoin chart specifically all day, and just like not even take a track and look at it and be completely entertained, and like the day will fly by. But yeah, same thing. Like if we hit this, break it, we're looking at shorts. Right now we're just being patient because we haven't hit it. If it doesn't hit it and it comes down, then this is just a second test of support. Great. Watch. If you know what, just watch. Like you guys can hold this against me if you want. If we don't hit this area and instead we come down, uh, take a look at it. Take a look at it. Don't even trade it. You know what? Just don't even trade it. Just look at it. If we hit the support, break it, or just, it doesn't matter. If we hit this area right here, and then I believe the price will go up. It will not just break the 0.5, but it can start. It can do something like that. It can be super super brief. Like look at these wicks. Look at this, super brief. It never spent really more than an hour, like way less than an hour above resistance. But watch, like if it comes down, we look at support because the trend is there. The trend is sideways consolidation, with the price widening the spread, right? And we can see that continue until we have a break of structure. So if we don't hit this area to start looking at shorts, we're being patient. We may have another opportunity to buy longs, and then same thing, TP right here, not being greedy. TP 1623, 1620 is fine. 1510 support, opportunity for longs, resistance, opportunity for shorts. Both of them TPs for the opposite trade, right? It's as simple as that. And if we have a break of structure higher, then we're looking at that resistance, double bottom, or higher low, bottom, TP in the 20s, low 20s, like the moment we break over 20. If we break lower, hit that SL, cool, right? Conserve capital. We weren't being aggressive. That's why this is an accumulation area and not a buy like crazy area. I feel like I have to repeat that a lot. I feel like I really do. And then from there, if we break this area, the idea is that momentum can easily fill the gap in a short period of time, and we can look at some crazy deep value below $10. It's as simple as that, right? It's like it's amazing, right? It's like let's see if there's any Bitcoin news. Like it keeps going just straight to the heat map. I already kind of like briefly looked at the short term stuff on it. I mean, it kind of makes sense. Like, look at this article, right? Like, traders brace for 100K Bitcoin. Yeah, I mean, that's absolutely in line with deep value. I mean, if we go into this purple area, like, I am so gonna be buying more IBIT like crazy. You have no idea. It just makes sense to me. It makes sense to me. I like it. I like the price. It's as simple as that. Um, that's an interesting one. Will Bitcoin replace gold by 2030? Oh, look at that. Hut 8 it's growing quite well. Like that's good to see. Like the network is definitely getting the support it needs with these miners really um keeping strong. I think I always go to this first one. So what do we have right now? Right now it's the 26th. I know we have some stuff happening. Yeah, like look at Thursday, August 28th. Initial jobless claims. GDP. I don't know how important personal income. I don't think that's gonna like be really a catalyst or anything. And then PCE index for July, core PCE July. That's important, right? And then yeah, and then next month, September 1st, markets are closed. U.S. market. I mean, we can still see Bitcoin, and that's starting to make me think like, should I? I need to like also get back into trading spot on the side as well, because man, there's so much great trade opportunities like when the markets are closed. It's I always feel like I miss out like right now, or not right now, but like back here, like after the market closed and we just started seeing this dip like around market close, and then I'm like, oh man, I need to get back into spot because we came down, we we were trading within this value gap for a while, and it's like it would have been a great time to just like take a little bit of a spot trade, in case the price goes up into short term resistance, which it did. Uh, yeah, I need to start looking into that. But yeah, no, like it's simple, right? Right now we're in this patience and Mara because we haven't actually hit this yet. Um, which is a great idea to lock in profit every time we break the point 0.5. But if we come down, like, it's decent opportunity. I'm just saying. And then with Bitcoin, it's like, we don't have bullish confirmation just yet. So like, there's no reason to be like overly leveraged or anything just yet. Like we are in an accumulation area. The price is starting to go up higher, but we're testing it. It's like we gotta hold the support and we gotta go up further into this area. At that point, I'll be considering a overall retracement for this move. As of right now, the bigger picture says what it wants to say. Like, yeah, like the price can easily reverse from here. The heat map is kind of like, it always changes, but like if you look at like the bigger picture heat maps, like the 1 month stuff, 3 months or whatever, it shows that we can still see some downside. We can still see a little bit more downside, but if we can hold a higher low and start breaking these resistances, right, and like go into the blue and actually hold an overall retracement, then I don't know, man. I think the low will be in. But yeah, what I was trying to say for the YouTube and Discord, it's like I want to cover because I'm always like off of recording YouTube. I'm always looking at other trades. I'm always active like in a ton of other charts. So it's like I want to design. I want to like, and I think the issue is that I procrastinate a lot because I try to like overthink and make everything perfect. So what I'm thinking of doing instead of making it perfect is just getting started with a setup on paper. Like, okay, what am I gonna cover? What days? Like, what stocks do I really want to look at? And how can I improve the recording process so like I can actually upload quicker and actually cover more stuff. Um, it's mostly like rendering speed. The upload speed is fine. So I'm gonna figure that out and actually do something about it soon so I can cover more stuff such as Bitcoin and Mara. And then for the Discord, like I want to do more stuff for the Discord. I'm designing some stuff. No one can see it just yet because it's not public. But like I'm looking at additional like trade notification, like just more stuff on there, like frequent trade updates, potentially a live stream, private live stream just for the Discord, and it'll be free, just to chill, and then people can just chill on the Discord and like talk and go live and see what's up. And then I'm working on something for the website, and then we got some stuff popping off, and then that dead tree stuff. I'm gonna change the name to something I think will be a little bit cooler, but I'm still working on that first drop. It's just I've been prioritizing some other stuff, so we'll see what's up. Yeah, I mean, I hope you guys enjoyed this thinking out loud video. Quite long, but that's why I think I'm gonna start live streaming these in the future or something like that. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed and take care.